when I was a kid, about 11 years old, sex education was taught to me. My dad handed me a Christian little hand booklet that I read, and I guess I was 11. They left out the part about thrusting. I didn't find that out until I was 14. Welcome to DopplerVidya. I guess this is what this channel has evolved to. Continuing Super Mario Bros. 3. We are at the land of the giants, World 4. I don't know, I'm used to it. It's kind of difficult, but I think this is the only world where I haven't died. I can't remember, we'll find out soon. I recorded this like yesterday, and I can't be expected to remember what I had for breakfast. Anyway, yeah, didn't know about the thrusting until I was 14. I guess it's better than what I had previously thought, which I had always heard the term sleeping together on TV. And I thought somehow, like, I remember saying something to Dad once. I was like, you know, I think it's amazing how God, yeah, I believe in God back then. I think it's amazing how God made it to where, shit, why did I just duck and walk right into that fish? Kind of disturbing how many of these animals use their young to defend themselves, like, well, not human shields, but fish shields, octopus shields, what have you. Yeah, I said I think it's amazing how God made it so that the, I halfway knew about the sperm because of Beethoven's second. Like Dad said, that's not too far off or something, and I said, I think it's amazing how God made it so that the sperm magically, I probably didn't say sperm, so it magically transports into the woman when you sleep in the same bed. I can't remember if he laughed or not. I would've. Like, a kid, like, if I had a son and he asked me that, and he said that to me, I probably wouldn't stop laughing for about 5 minutes. But he said, no, there's a little bit more to it than that. And he, yeah, finally gave me that Christian booklet. Was never taught about birth control. It was always just, wait until you're married. Wait until you're married. I kept that mentality till I was 19. That was for the birds. I gave that up. Gave up all I guess I was 19 when I gave up all religion. I don't know. Might have been 18. It was around the first time I tried weed. Like, I guess that was sort of like my Santa Claus. Most people, well, maybe not most people, but I've heard of people. The reason the Christians don't do the whole Santa thing in general is they're afraid that if they, oh, that was a good shot. They're afraid that if the kid realizes Santa Claus isn't real, you know, what's to stop them from questioning God? I mean, it's a sound concept. Unfortunately, they don't realize themselves, how do we know that our parents didn't lie to us about God? Anyway, they told me Santa wasn't real when I was 2 years old. My mom, like, I don't know, I may have been, yeah, I guess I was too. Dad was at work. Mom and I had just finished watching Full House, because that was still a thing in 1992. And she told me that Santa wasn't real at that time. I wasn't really old enough I wasn't really old enough for it to faze me. I didn't grow up believing in it. Huh. My grandpa was pissed about that. Now that I think about it, when I was around 8 years old, I remember him talking about a woman who killed her kids so they wouldn't reach the age of accountability, which is the age Christians believe kids are old enough to go to hell. Born in sin, but was the age of accountability in the Bible, or was that something they concocted to make themselves feel better about their kids that Jesus killed with cancer before they turned 3? Something to think about. I don't know. I'll have to look that up later. Yeah. I mean, childhood was fun except for the church. Got to play video games a lot. Grew up in a secluded area in the woods, so I got to like go out in the woods a lot. Didn't really know very many people. There are a couple of kids down the road. One of them like was always a complete douchebag. Like they went to the local school. Got the irrelevant 5 extra lives. Whenever the local school got a snow day, I got a snow day, which, I don't know, I think we only got one a year. I can't really remember. Oh yeah, but marijuana was my Santa Claus because I had already tried alcohol. And I realized, okay, I'm not seeing shit. I don't think I'm a glass of orange juice. They didn't tell me that one, which is... so I was lied to about this, you know. I think that's why I tried a lot of other drugs. I haven't even had a hit of weed in like a year and a half. Let's see, May of 2013? No. May of 2014. And before that it had been like 8 months, but... Let's see, I went on probation in August of 2014? I don't know. Yeah, for those who don't know, I got busted with mushrooms and weed. Well, I was out on bail. I actually got my second DWI. I only recently got my license back. Sorry, sending a text message. Alright, I'm through world, through level... What, was that 4? Or 3? I haven't really been paying attention to the video. Probably should. Why did I stop attacking Toad when I looked at these things? Those are the easiest little mini-boss battle things ever, right there, if you have the fireballs. Shit. I remember I wasn't allowed to listen to anything but Christian music. up until probably 8. My mom got a Beach Boys tape, and like I loved the shit out of it. And she was like, "I shouldn't." This was years later, like I was like 15 or 16, and rebelling pretty bad. And she was like, "I should have never brought that Beach Boys tape into the house." She talks like that. She's fucked up with the head. "I should have never brought that Beach Boys tape into the house because there was such anger that came with it." They're always looking for something to blame for my behavior. Remember, I read a whole shitload of Calvin and Hobbes when I was a kid. She bought Dad a I think the book was called It's a Wonderful World or something. It was the one where it ended with the last comic that Bill Watterson ever wrote. But yeah, they blamed my bad behavior and my anger on that. They never thought it might be because they were making me write well, she was making me write Bible verses about gouging your eyes out and whatnot if you sin or something, Proverbs, blah. I got saved like 5 or 6 times in my teens because I was scared to death. When I was 12, Mom told me I had reached the age of accountability. See, I was listening to the woman who decided to homeschool me because, while she was pregnant, she heard God tell her to homeschool any kids that she might have. So, she's not schizophrenic, but it sure sounds that way. Either that or she made it up. There's no telling. Huh. Man, these new meds they got me on. I wish there was a cheat or something to replace all the feathers with Tanuki suits. I found out something about this earlier. I was playing World 6 and I had the Tanuki suit. And those little discs that spin around in the castles, if you turn into the statue, you can kill those. Of course, I fucked up. You'll see when we get there. This is only World 4? Yeah, 4. I wish it would let you skip the text right there. Another Tanuki suit. I have a tendency to save the rare items until later on, and then I just, I end up on World 7, or 8 with... Hey, that was a perfect kill. Yeah, I think I have like 6 of those now. If not, I'm about to. If not 7. I don't think I've ever had this many P-Wings in a single playthrough. My most recent playthrough was with a friend on the Wii, using one of the homebrew emulators. I'd really like to get a video capture card. If I had that, I could actually use the Wii to play these games. That would be pretty nice, because it would be full screen. Why the fuck didn't they make the Wii high definition? That does not make any sense. They chose to stick with GameCube graphics, basically, and not upgrade anything except, you know, add the motion controls. That's all they did. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Wii is a good system, especially for multiplayer shit. Really, the selling point for me was that you could get the games for free. I don't, because that would be illegal. And you could put, but the real selling point was the emulators. I'm all about some emulators. I think the best games were made for the NES, the N64, the Super Nintendo. I never owned a Super Nintendo as a child, but I got to play them some. I have fond memories of being like 3 or 4, and whenever we went to the mall, me and my dad would go to where they had the little demo stand. I still remember when they upgraded it to, like, I remember playing Super Mario World, and I remember playing Yoshi's Island. And I could never figure out Yoshi's Island, as I recall, like, when I was a kid anyway. Give me some credit, I was pretty young, and I was used to having 2 buttons to a controller. Remember when they upgraded it, and like, they had the Game Boy out there. Put the Game Boy Color out there. Remember turning it on and it being Pokemon. Dad was like, "Oh, that's Pokemon. Don't need to play that." I think there was a lot of misinformation about Pokemon. Like, I ended up getting red and blue from a friend, and it had the label scratched off of it, but still hid it under the bed because, well, maybe it was under the mat. I don't remember where I hid it. Fuck. It's been so long. So much alcohol and whatnot in between. But yeah, I played Red. They were fun, but they're basically just RPGs dumbed down for kids. I know, I'm gonna get a lot of hate in the comments for that. Oh, wait. Shit. I didn't catch what the king was. Oh well. Oh, okay. He was a dinosaur, one that might looks like Yoshi before Yoshi evolved into Yoshi. You see those screw things and everything? I think Bowser secretly wants to get caught, and that's why he leaves a path for Mario every fucking time. He makes his ships accessible to Mario. Leaves item blocks unopened for him. I don't know. I think if Bowser ever caught Mario, he wouldn't know what to do with him. But yeah, the king looks like Yoshi before Yoshi evolved into Yoshi. Interesting fact about Yoshi. The name was coined by Nintendo's president, Shinichiro Watanabe, who died not too long ago. I saw a picture on the internet that said that he died and the ambulance went, "Wii U, Wii U." I thought it was pretty funny anyway. Alright, on to the boss battle. And Yeah, I kept checking for power-ups on all the later stages, but that's the only one that had the power-up right there. And I'm pretty sure this is the only world that I didn't die in. Well, not that I noticed. I wasn't really paying attention most of the time. I think that was pretty much a perfect playthrough for me. I don't think I'm gonna do that again. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I've already... Well, no, I did pretty well on Skyworld. Did pretty bad on Ice World, or Winter Wonderland as I found out it's called. Anyway, letter from somebody's daughter.
Greetings! The thief who stole the whistle has escaped to the east side of the sand dunes. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you, Princess Toadstool.
Why the hell is she telling me about the whistle now? It's, it makes no sense. Yeah, it looks like I got 6 P-Wings. It's not like I can go back to World 2, that's the one she's talking about. But I already got it, and how the hell is she getting these letters out anyway? It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, that's all for this video. If you like my shit, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, tell your friends about my channel. Adios.